Good morning. This is Love Family Farm. This is Dustin. And we're going to be changing the brake pads on this old farm truck that was given to our farm. So, that's what's going on today. I already did the front passenger side, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to do the front driver side for y'all. I'm going to show you all the tools that I use, all the necessary things you have to do. First thing you got to do is you got to get it jacked up safely. Make sure there's wheel chocks underneath the tires. And then make sure you sit down on jack stands so nothing happens, anything happens, you're safe, you know. So let's talk about tools real quick. You need a good set of impact sockets, brake caliper tool, good tire pressure tool, a good impact gun, which I use the 1200 NitroCat. This gun I've had for probably 3 years now. No issues. I can take off anything. Buses, tow trucks, anything. Semi trucks, any tire in the world, I can hit it with this real quick and get it off. You want to make sure you always have oil for your air tools. Air, of course. I brought a hammer, so when I get the caliper loose, I can just tap it off. I'm not going to roll, and I'm taking this tire off real quick. You squirt a little air oil in here, like so. Hook the air up. I go forward and reverse. We've got oil. Good. Now, for this Dodge Ram 1500 1996, it's a 19mm socket for the lug nuts. So make sure I'm on reverse. I get a good tight grip. Like so. Okay, so the next part of the deal is I'm going to remove the brake caliper bolts so that I can get the brake caliper out to replace the pads. So, the tools that I'm going to use, I'm going to attempt it with this socket wrench first, an Allen wrench. This is a breaker bar, just in case it gives me too much of a headache. There's 2 bolts on the back side of the caliper. There's a bolt here at the top and a bolt here at the bottom. We're going to make sure we're on off. That bad boy in there, really good. And then turn. And she came right loose. Now, for the sake of loosening, I'm going to leave this top bolt in there just a little bit. Just in case I have a heck of a time getting that bolt loose. Don't want to remove it all the way. Get in there good. Give it a good night. And there's the bolt that holds the caliper on. That's the bottom bolt. We're going to get this top bolt out. Now, I'm using hand tools, but generally I use air tools because I have access to them. But for video purposes, that air compressor is going to keep kicking on and off, and it's going to sound really loud. So let's just keep utilizing our hand tools for now. Now, there's still some pad left on this driver's side, but you get a set when you buy pads. And that front passenger side, there wasn't no pad, it was on the metal. So top bolt. Now, I'm going to utilize this hammer and just tap it, top and bottom, and work it off. So it comes off like that. You want to make sure you take note of how the pads that are on it are on it. I'm going to remove one pad. Like so. I'm going to keep the other pad on. Get my tire tool, my caliper tool, like this. I'm going to use the pad that's on it still. I'm going to use it to squeeze that caliper piston in. Then I'm going to take a socket, an impact socket. I'm going to use the back side on this caliper tool just to give me some leverage to twist, because it's kind of a hard deal to twist. So and it's going in, which is a good sign, because we don't want frozen calipers. We don't have to replace the calipers and all that. The purpose of this is just to get it to its inspection qualifications so I can get it quickly inspected. So there's probably a whole bunch of actual procedural. If I was at a dealership doing a job, I'd do a way better job than I'm doing here. But over time, I can add the modifications to it. But for now, I'm just getting it ready for inspection. Let's see if that will do the magic work. Loosen this caliper tool up. This new pad's on. There you have it. Brake pads have been replaced. Now, there's some more to this. I'm going to have to slap the tire back on real quick, jack it up, move the jack stand, drop it down on the ground, and then press the brake pedal in. Keep pressing it in firmly until I feel my brake pressure come back. But other than that, I mean, that's the brake pad job. Okay, so after you get the tire back on, the truck dropped to the ground, you want to go in the vehicle and depress the brake pedal. It's going to be really hard. You just keep depressing it, hold it for a second, depress it, hold it for a second, and then you're going to feel the brake pedal lighten up. When that brake pedal lightens up, you're good to go. you have it. Brake pads have been replaced. Now, there's some more to this. I'm going to have to slot the tire back on real quick, jack it up, move the jack stand, drop it down on the ground, and then press the brake pedal in. Keep pressing it in firmly until I feel my brake pressure come back. But other than that, I mean, that's the brake pad job. So I'm going to do that stuff really quick. I'm going to get centered better here. Get these lug nuts back on real fast. Put it on forward. I'm going to go crisscross. That's because I want to make sure the tire's on there evenly. Okay. So, after you get the tire back on, the truck dropped to the ground, you want to go in the vehicle and depress the brake pedal. It's going to be really hard. You just keep depressing it, hold it for a second, depress it, hold it for a second, and then you're going to feel the brake pedal lighten up. When that brake pedal lightens up, you're good to go. I'm going to pop the hood, and I'll show you guys what I'm looking for underneath the hood, okay?